So let's talk about that weird time of year, when the weather just cannot make up its mind.
Oh, yeah. The universal struggle.
You leave the house, it's freezing, you're in a coat, but by noon the sun's out, you're sweating, and you just feel ridiculous.
1 minute it's winter, the next it's basically summer.
Exactly. Well, the article we're discussing today claims to have a solution, but I gotta say, I'm a little skeptical about the numbers here.
Uh-huh.
It's called the 14-piece Interchangeable Spring Wardrobe Experiment. And the idea is that with just 14 items, plus a few accessories, a guy can create over 40 unique looks.
40 plus, yeah.
I mean, I've packed more than that for a 3-day weekend. Is this actually livable, or are we just, washing clothes every single night?
It is surprisingly livable. The goal isn't just minimalism for the sake of it.
Right.
It's about proving that if you choose the right 14 items, you can cover everything from, say, a mild breeze in Sydney to a golden sunset in Madrid. It's all about versatility.
Okay, let's look at the rack then. 14 items. It sounds incredibly sparse. What are we actually working with?
Okay, so think in terms of texture, not just shirts. You have your non-negotiables, like a classic white Oxford shirt.
Of course.
But the real heavy lifting is done by pieces with a bit more character. The article highlights a rust-colored linen cotton shirt and a dark olive safari overshirt.
And the Cuban collar shirt, that's the one with the open sort of notch lapel style neck.
That's the one. It just creates this relaxed line that a stiff dress shirt can't.
Okay, so we have some interesting tops.
Yeah.
But the list for bottoms is even shorter. Sand chinos, charcoal tailored trousers, olive cargos, and dark denim.
Yep.
Add 3 pairs of shoes, loafers, boots, sneakers, and tags.
And that's it. That is the core inventory. But the why of it all really matters here. It's not just about the colors matching.
Yeah.
It's about fabric weight and what the article calls combination logic. It points out that fabrics like high-twist wool or tencel let you layer without overheating.
Ah, I see.
You get the structure of a winter outfit, but the airflow of a summer one. That's sort of the cheat code for those temperature swings you were talking about.
I get the fabric logic, I do. But what about the style? If I only have 14 things, am I not just going to look like I'm wearing a uniform? How do I go from a client meeting to a date without looking exactly the same?
This is where the visual languages come in. It's a great concept. The article breaks the looks down into 3 archetypes: refined, rugged, and rakish.
Rakish is a word I usually see in 19th century novels. What does that actually look like today?
Rakish is the fun one. Think, dinner at a sidewalk cafe energy. It's not sloppy, but it is definitely not corporate. It signals confidence.
So what's the combo for that?
You take that navy Cuban collar shirt, pair it with the sand chinos and the loafers. It's elegant, but that open collar makes it feel playful.
Okay, so that's the weekend. But what about Monday morning? Can I really wear a rust-colored linen shirt to a meeting?
Probably not the rust linen for a big board meeting, no. But you just pivot to the refined archetype. Same closet. You just grab the white Oxford, the charcoal trousers, and the loafers.
And the whole silhouette just sharpens up immediately.
Exactly. And if you want to go rugged,
Let me guess. The olive overshirt.
you got it. You swap the trousers for the dark denim, throw on that olive safari overshirt with the Chelsea boots. Same wardrobe, but you've completely changed the vibe from office to outdoors.
I also noticed the article mentions mixing them up, like a refined X-Rakish combo.
The high-low mix, yeah.
Yeah.
Tucking that relaxed Cuban collar shirt into the formal charcoal trousers, but then finishing it off with white minimalist sneakers.
It breaks the rules, but it works.
It works because the color palette is so cohesive. The stones, navies, olives, it all just looks intentional.
Intentional seems to be the key word here. Beyond just looking good, the article argues there's a real psychological benefit to this kind of restriction.
Oh, for sure. Decision fatigue is real. Standing in front of a closet that's bursting with clothes that don't go together is just a chaotic way to start the morning.
Right.
The aesthetics philosophy here suggests that style is a form of discipline. It's about presence.
So by limiting the inputs, you're basically guaranteeing a better output.
You literally cannot make a mistake. If every pair of pants works with every shirt, you save all that mental energy for decisions that actually matter in your day. You just start with clarity.
It's that idea of owning better, not just owning more.
I'd encourage everyone listening to audit their own closet with this lens. Look for those multi-context pieces. Can that shirt go from the office to the pub just by rolling up the sleeves?
If you can only do one thing, it might be taking up valuable space.
Both in your closet and in your head.
That is a really solid takeaway.
Yeah.
If your wardrobe is an instrument of self-mastery, it's worth asking. Is your closet currently saying clarity, or is it saying chaos?
Something to think about.
Thanks for diving in with us. We'll catch you next time.